This is Cornbread's review. Hey, this is Cornbread's review. This is Cornbread's review. Talk about the hottest movies, old and new. Cinema breakdown, grasping the truth. No acting, I leave that for the cast and the crew. The capture the cool, not theatrical goose. So you better be direct or you have to produce something to break in like last minute news and keep quiet when the real boy Matt and they rules. Woo.
Yo, welcome back for another episode of Cornbread Movie Review. Hey man, I'm trying out this new mic stand. You know, we be doing interviews and different things. So I'm trying to grow my catalog and cinematography and interviews and stuff like that. So y'all might see different gadgets, new mic, new stand, just try different looks and things like that. But I appreciate y'all coming back and seeing me once again for another episode, man. So make sure you like it, subscribe to the channel, please. Come on, what you waiting on? And share it. Like, start forwarding my videos to other people, kind of see what they think. If they agree, disagree, start this dialogue going back and forth. You know me, I'm going to see it. Direct it to me, Cornbread 1016, and then Cornbread Movie Review on TikTok. Make sure y'all follow me. But today, we here for another TV show. It's been, I'm going to give some spoilers, but hey, man, I gave y'all some time. I don't want to hear it. This is one of those classic series. So you need to hurry up and watch this, man. I ain't got all day. You done watching it? All right, now we're going to discuss it. But the show we are going to discuss today is Ozarks. What? Ozarks Season 4, Part 2. Part 2 has 7 episodes, just like Part 1 did. So you get a whole season of 14 episodes, man. Been watching this since the first season it came out. Actually met Ruth, which is pretty cool. So met her in Atlanta because that's where they filmed. But we're gonna talk more about that situation with that. But the show's on Netflix and it's TVMA. So the good thing is it's not really sexual, but it's language and violence all day. So I don't recommend watching it with your kids. Maybe older teenagers, 16, 17. But I wouldn't recommend probably anything under that. So we're going to get into it. Once again, spoilers. You should have already seen Part 2. Shame on you if you haven't, all right? Now, Part 2 takes place 24 hours basically after Part 1. So immediately you know what's going on from the last episode series or mid-season finale to this one. So you see Ruth. She just got her brother killed. Her cousin died, by Javi. And also her cousin's wife also just got murdered too. So gruesome. But Javi don't care, man. Javi's, obviously trying to run the cartel at this point of the game. And he just kills whoever is distracting him, taking money away, annoying him. Anybody who's in his path, he had the confidence of cartel in America, and he's wiping out everybody. So that's where this starts off. I want to give a shout out to the producers and editors who let Nas be the theme of episode 1 or episode 8, technically, of Part 2, man. I think that's pretty cool. Illmatic, definitely go check out this classic album. But that was the theme of this whole episode. Ruth is on a mission, and she bumping this from beginning to end to make sure she take care of that individual. One issue I always had with the series is I think maybe episode or season 1, maybe 2, they shot a couple episodes in Chicago, but they've been strictly almost Atlanta the whole time, man. So it's pretty funny how they'll pan, show a skyline of Chicago, but the episode's really in Atlanta, and I can tell you exactly where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Down Peachtree. Yes, I know exactly where they were filming that. So it's pretty funny how you see certain scenes and how they play out, but I'm like, that's really Atlanta, and I get pissed off because they say Chicago. But they try to do a filter where it's clear, and then around that person, it's blurry, so you can't really say, okay, that store's there, that store's there, that store's Panera Bread, in which I'm for real, it was Panera Bread, but they block it out. So it's pretty cool, man. This episode is very intense. You see somebody who just had to deal with straight loss, and she turns that loss into revenge like that. And how she set up, how she dreamt about killing Javi, and then the end result of them, with Wendy and Marty saying, "Hey, come get these points, re-sign this contract," and he shows up, and she murders him right there. And I was very happy that the writers chose to stick with Ruth and her storyline over, let's say, the cartel. So I really enjoyed that. After she kills him, the show's already on a spiral, like it just turned out of nowhere. After she kills him, it makes it even worse now because the FBI, they had a deal with Navarro. Now and then they had a deal with Javi. So now they have to figure out if they're gonna go back to Navarro. You got the birds trying to figure out, hey, that's our only connection to cartel. Who are we gonna trust to run the cartel now? And it really puts Navarro back on top. The problem is he's still locked up and he hates the birds. So, Wendy had to go talk to him, make sure dust it off, make sure she's ruthless. She's a monster, bro. First off, like her confidence and just darkness is like something that you wish you had a small bit. But then when you step back and look at how evil she is, you don't want any part of that. Like, she's very toxic, man. And we'll get into more with Wendy, man. But had to get away from there. I also want to say that orphan baby has been tossed around more than some dirty laundry, bro, that's drying, just cycled. The little baby's been through about 5 sets of parents, man. So that's just pretty funny how they mentioned it, a quick little 2-minute segment where the baby's going. So I thought that was pretty cool. As you see that, you could tell that the series is coming to an end because all of the, let's say, the dead bodies and unanswered questions are starting to get answered. Kind of like Game of Thrones, how you be like, man, it's just season 1, but we answered in season 6, 7, 8, so you start to get those answers. And that's all these dead bodies of the female lawyer. They have to deal with the aftermath of that with the husband and the daughter, and then the brother, Wendy's brother, who passed away, who they had murdered, with the PI searching for him. So they have to deal with that individual, that cop, trying to investigate that, and even the dad coming to look for her son. So you have a lot of these pieces being worked out, and I really enjoy that in the series where they just don't leave big parts of stories and don't close them out. It's okay if you don't solve that problem, but at least close out that problem. All right. Also, you have a lot of, I take them as deleted scenes, but they're flashbacks. And I think that's pretty cool when they go back to the 2nd season, 3rd season, 4th season, 5th season, 1st season. And they just plug it into this one because they know it's going to be the last one. But it all makes sense, and it gives a better context of the series. So I love that with Ozark. So like I said, after Ruth killed Javi, they tried to make Navarro back head of the cartel. So since he's in prison, Navarro, Wendy, the FBI, and Marty come up with, hey, how about Marty goes to Mexico and then runs the cartel from there. And I think that was pretty cool for him. I mean, you get to see his confidence. Definitely with, let's say, murders and crimes and different things like that. From the first couple seasons, he wasn't about none of that. Other than money laundering and trying to get his family in a better situation, he wanted out. Now you see his growth, and he becomes more comfortable. He doesn't want to see people hurt, but he got to, drop his balls and and man up. So you see that evolution of his character in the 4th season. And then family's ruthless, man. Like, come on, bro. Obviously, Javi died. They covered up. They didn't want to say who killed who. So Navarro said, hey, I'll take the blame for that. But then now that he has to deal with his mom's, which is his sister. She put a hit out on my man's Navarro, man. Put a hit out on him. It was unsuccessful, but he was in a coma for a little bit. When he got out the coma, that's when they came up with the plan with Mexico. But it's ruthless, man. And then now they was like, well, skip it. Just make her the boss. She was making certain cartel moves, which is, it's always something. But cartel only care about money and death, money and murder. That's all they care about. And if you get in their way, they're going to take care of you. And she made it very clear that she was the queen bee of this whole series. But I like how they introduce new characters in like the second half of the season or just the full season, and then they go away. I think that's pretty cool. My favorite episode or favorite scene of this season was when Marty had the road rage situation. He really don't mess with Wendy. Wendy, he takes out all of his frustration. He has a lot of built up frustration for Wendy. He wants to put these paws. He wants to put these paws on her, but he can't. He's not a fighter. You know, he's really a lover or a solver, even though he screws people over. But that road rage incident was the last straw. And I really liked that scene where he got out talking crazy. He was like, you know who I am? I'll make one phone call and I'll kill you, man. And dude like, man, I ain't trying to hear none of that. And then they start fighting and he beats dude to a pulp. And even Wendy was like, yeah, that wasn't really, you was mad at him. You was really mad at me. And it's deserving. Wendy should have got her pause or death a long time ago. So it was warranted. So that scene, whole car scene was pretty cool to me. Now in season 4, episode 1, I think the very first scene you see them get in a car wreck. And throughout part 1 of the whole season 4, they don't go to it, right? It was a foreshadow to what was going to happen. You don't see that. Now in this season, it happens. And I think that was really, 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 really cool how one of the quotes that really got me was when they survived the wreck and she's talking to the priest. It's crazy how two people see the same incident as different perspectives, right? The priest sees it as God keeps sparing you because he wants you to change your ways, that, hey, I could take this away from you at any time, and you keep playing. Wendy sees it as, I'm untouchable. No matter what happens to me, I'm a survivor. And it's crazy because technically they're both right. From what I think, they're both right. So I think that was pretty cool. Now, I jumped into that part of the episode because I want to get into the nuts and bolts of the series finale, man. First off, this individual won an award for this for the series, man. I think not best actor, but supporting actor, but Ruth. Shout out to her, man. She was the star of the show. I like Marty and even the wife too. The kids did solid. Everybody, this whole cast was great in acting, but Ruth is a monster. And I really enjoyed her journey of, she was the last Langmore alive, and then she even bodied the bodyguard and all this other stuff, put him under the pool. But everything comes back to haunt you, man. Everything can come back and haunt you. And she got. And what the lady say of the cartel, she said, if y'all warn her about anything, I'm going to kill y'all and the kids. And they didn't. And when Ruth got out that car, she met her demise. So she won't be in season 5 if there ever is one. But hopefully, hey, if Marvel can do it and create a multiverse, then they can too. So I think that was pretty cool. But, rest in peace to her, man. She was a character to be loved. Also, Navarro, man, he thought he was going to get away, have an escape when they were transporting him and different things like that. But he met his demise too, man. Everybody's dying, but the one person who do y'all think the one person that everybody wants to die, right? Everybody wants this one person to die. Who is that? Wendy, bro. Everybody wants Wendy to die, but she's not. She's like a cockroach, bro. She survived, and she played the hell out of that character, man. But ending, I was kind of mad because they left it like, man, I want more. You don't get that closure. Let's say they didn't make it out of the cartel. Seems like they're still active in that. Nobody died from the immediate family. The kids obviously came back, even though they were going to go with the grandfather. But series top 10, especially on Netflix. I think Netflix has a lot of House of Cards. They got Orange is the New Black. They got this right here, Ozark. So they producing a lot of great series. So shout out to Netflix, even though I know y'all getting smacked right now from your supporters and stockholders and things like that. But I think you guys just do on Ozark. So that's my review. Part 2, season 4, Ozark. I had to do a review on it because I watched it and I wanted y'all to get. I want to get y'all opinion and just let y'all know how I felt about it, man. I've been watching from episode 1. It's finally over. I don't know, man. I might want to go watch it again just to see if I missed something or some gems like, oh man, I did see that coming, or different things like that. So Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell on. And I'll be back again next week for more Cornbread movie review episodes or TV shows or movie reviews. I'm dropping all this stuff. It don't even matter. I'm always working. But make sure you follow me. I love y'all. I'll holler at y'all next week. Peace.